Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Now, first off, I want to say thank you to my subscribers, the ones who stuck with me and keep me on track by trying to figure out, what am I doing next, and finding out what I'm all about. I do want to give some shout outs to a few people. Now, if I don't mention your name, don't be offended. It's quite a few subscribers that I have now. It's up to 320 last time I checked. So, Stacy Reeves, I want to thank you. Nevis Projects, y'all check these channels out. There's some great people with great content. Also want to mention Atsar, T-Man Go-Karts, You Dizzy. Also want to mention Hazy Days and his sister Natasha, Sunshine Cooper, Captain Jerk, and there's a bunch more, and I do mean a bunch more. Y'all check out their channels, see what they're about. Great content. Joe DIY is another one, and Hunter Girl, his daughter. Great content on their channels. Fireman CV is another channel I want y'all to check out. Some great people out there. Go-Karts and Gone Fishing is another one. But I'm going to get into what this video is about. Now, y'all do check out the channels at the end of the video. Y'all will appreciate, and I can guarantee you the biggest majority of you is going to like their content, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, this is the Motovox, or Monster Moto, as they have considered to rename it. As you can see, it's the same MBX10, just with a different name. Now, these come with a 80cc engine. It's like a 79.4, 79.6 cc actual cc rating on the engines. But like in the last video, you can tell something has changed on this. That's not a 80cc. But yeah, the clutch is it's an old one, but it's one that I had laying around. I used number 35 chain, the original sprocket that was on the wheel. Same wheels. The header pipe might look a little rough, but hey, it's functional. It's hard to weld to thinner metal, so I did the best I could with what I had. But I will tell you one thing, she does sound great. Same original brakes, brake cables. And there's the 212 emblem. Yes, it is a 212 with the governor delete. I left the oil sensor in this one. I don't see a need in taking it out, at least not for me anyway. But if you look up, this is a gas tank off the 212 engine itself. I've modified, made a couple of brackets, and so I could use the tank. Now, how I mounted it, the back side of it, on the front side of the Moto box, you notice there's a hole right here. It's for the chain tensioner system. What this does is you loosen the 4 factory bolts holding the engine down, and there's an eyelet bolt that the bolt on this side feeds through. Once you loosen your engine up, tighten the nut down, and it slides the engine forward. That way you can take up any slack that might be in the chain that your chain tensioner cannot get out. So I repurposed it, and also repurposed one of the bolts that come out of the 212. I knew it would fit, so I used that. Put a washer behind it, and like I said, repurposed the eyelet bolt that was used to tension the chain, or slide the engine forward so you can tension the chain. My vent tube, I cut it from the air inlet box off the 212 engine. Yeah, you'll notice that I had to modify the air box a little bit to get it to fit, but it works. Got the fuel line coming out of the bottom of the tank, running along here down into the carburetor. Now, we'll tell you this thing was a monster to get in and out. The only way I can change the air filter is to take the nuts off the carburetor, slide it out, then I can take the top off, change the air filter, put it all back on, and then tighten it all back up. Now, the throttle plate that my design on the throttle plate, I wound up having, wound up using it on here because, number one, there was no way I was going to fit a normal 212 with the gas tank still sitting on it inside this cavity. It was not going to fit. I would have had to mutilate the frame in order for it to fit, and I did not feel like doing that. So, simple few modifications and probably 20-30 minutes worth of work. No big deal. I've already done a video on the throttle plate. If you have not seen the video test fitting it, showing its functionality, I do have a video on it. Mine is a little different than ARC Racing's throttle plate. Theirs is, comes more, it's more level across the top. Under the front side here, instead of it, mine, as it comes out this way, theirs goes down just like this, and then it comes back at an angle, so it sits right on top of where the fuel tank mounts. Now, I do have the little skirt plates that go here. I haven't modified them yet so it would fit. I've got to cut just a little bit out of the plate itself, and then I can slide it back on each side. No big deal, probably 5 or 10 minutes worth of work at most. But the rear fender, I have it in the house. I took it off so I could put the header on, figure out how I wanted it, and to see what all I would have to do to make it fit. I'm going to have to move it back a little bit, that way it drops down, because it does sit kind of high up in this area. And down here where it the bottom part of that fender mounts, which is here, I can put an L bracket on it and still be able to use the factory fender for the rear. So let me see if I can get this bad boy fired up. See, y'all can give it a listen. What is it, Boo-Boo? I got the idling turned down, so. Well, I can imagine my neighbors probably hate me right about now, but they'll get over it. I'll see y'all later. Y'all enjoy, and have a great day. Bye.